Welcome back. We continue to follow this breaking news about the earthquake that hit New Jersey this morning. About 10:23, it was felt across the Northeast and right here in Connecticut. And Ari Perez is a civil engineering associate professor from Quinnipiac University, joining us now as part of our team coverage. Welcome, sir. What did you feel this morning?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it was a little bit odd. I was in my office grading some homework, and all of a sudden I thought somebody was running in the hallway right next to my office. But I came out and everybody had felt it, and pretty soon we had realized it was an earthquake.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened here. Lots of emails from all of you at home. But let's talk about, thankfully, there's no damage or injuries that we know of. But what kind of construction precautions does Connecticut take in case of an earthquake?
Right. So every state will have their own building code depending on the state's regulations, and they will each deal with seismic loads differently. In Connecticut, we don't have a whole lot of earthquake activity, but we still have to design according to seismic code, taking into account some amount of shaking that a structure can take. So it doesn't surprise me to hear that there's no records or there's no reports yet of structural damage. This earthquake was fairly small, and I would imagine that the Connecticut building code definitely covers these types of demands that we saw from it.
Yeah, this was a 4.8 magnitude. How strong does it have to be to cause damage in an urban area?
So that's very highly dependent. It's not just about how strong the earthquake is. It is also about how the wave propagates to the surface. That is to say, you can shake something very, very strongly, but if the material around it is kind of dampening material, right? Like it will dampen that wave and you won't feel it as hard on the surface. The other thing is it really depends on the building codes. Earthquakes that would not cause a whole lot of damage in Connecticut because we have stricter building code might cause a lot of damage in other countries with less strict. Okay. I would say typically in the US, a magnitude 6 is where I start to really worry about high structural damage and things that are really worrisome to the safety of people. But that is just like a guess. You know, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah. We got to let you go, but real quick, yes or no, do you think we'll have aftershocks today?
I don't think we'll have aftershocks that will be strong enough to be felt, but I could be proven wrong.
Okay. Thank you so much for your expertise as we're all just learning about this breaking news. We appreciate it.